Welcome to the Primitive Lifeways channel. In today's video, I want to show you how to treat sunburns in the field using an extremely powerful medicine called the prickly pear cactus. So stick around, I'll be right back with you. All right, folks, so I want to welcome you back real quick. I want to show you this cool little find, little potsherd. This is Prescott brownware. Out here, it's pretty typical. Prescott brownware, grayware. That's what they made in this specific area. And I'm finding a couple more sherds. You know, just pick them up, look at them, and then throw them back on the ground. Make sure it goes back to the land where they left it. So anyway, as you can see here, we have a nice cluster of prickly pear, and this grows quite abundant in this area, so I'm not limited to just this cactus. And this is a very powerful medicine. It's also a good food source. You can see that the javelina have been chewing it, and that's okay. I wish I could do that. It'd be extremely painful, of course, all these nasty spines and glochids getting in your mouth. Doesn't sound like a fun time. So you got to be really careful when you handle this plant. But as far as food use, I don't like to harvest these older, more matured pads. They're extremely fibrous, as you'll see in this video. So I like to go after these young pads. These are really tender. And once you process them, cut out the spines, cut out the glochids, you can pit roast them in a pit oven, or you can just roast them on top of a hot bed of coals. And they're really tender. They're much sweeter than these older, more matured pads. But what I want to do is I want to show you how to harvest this. We'll harvest a pad, and then we'll process it into a medicine, and I'll show you how to treat sunburns. So when I harvest this prickly pear, I make sure that the cactus is healthy. And with the exception of this portion down here, we should be good. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of pinch this together, and then I'll pull down on it, and I'll cut right at this base. And now we can take this back, and I'll show you how to process it further. Now when I process this down further, I just use a stick to pin the pad down, and I'll cut around the edges. So I just flip it around, and this stick gives me a lot of leverage. So I'm just cutting it in half, all the way around. So you don't have to have this giant knife to do this. I'm using my Mora Classic #1, and it does the job, and it does it with ease because it's a thin blade, and it can get in here and cut well. So when you have it cut around, just open it up. And I think I went a little bit too deep, but that's okay. Yeah, actually a little bit shallow on this end. We can cut this out. So I'll do that right now, and this is what we're looking for. All this gel-like material on the inside. That is like aloe. So I'll cut this out, and then I'll show you how to scoop this. Now you can see we have that other piece cut out. So what I do is I just take my knife, and I'm scraping all of this gel, and this is what we want, this material right here. And you can see how fibrous this is. You don't want any of that fiber. You're looking for that nice gelatin-like material. Now I can continue to work on this and get more gel out. I also have that other half I can use, But just for demonstration, what I like to do is just take this kind of goopy, slimy material and on top of the sunburn, just wipe it on. And it's just like aloe vera. It's extremely soothing and it helps the skin. So even on the other arm, it feels really, really good. So same thing, if you have a sunburn on your neck, your shoulders, your back, your face, just apply it to the affected area and it'll add relief. So folks, that's just about going to wrap things up for me today. You know, the prickly pear cactus is really a powerful medicine. Not only can we use it as a food source and use it for really bad sunburns, but the American Heart Foundation is actually studying and researching the prickly pear cactus, and they're finding it has certain properties to help reverse high bad cholesterol. Moreover, we can use this as a substitute for an antibiotic. We can use it for treating infections. This is antibacterial and it has drawing agents, thus making it absolutely ideal. Who knows, maybe we'll see it in doctors' offices, in different forms, in pharmacies, so forth and so on. We'll just have to wait and see. So with that, folks, I do appreciate you joining me for this video. Help us out, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Primitive Lifeways channel on YouTube, and share it throughout social media. It really helps us out. It helps us grow, it helps us expand, and most important, it helps us reach a wide, diverse audience. So I'm Jeff with PrimitiveLifeways.com, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.